Hey, what's going on, guys? I just did a book review for you guys called The Rise of ISIS, A Threat We Can't Ignore. Okay, it seems like a lot of people, not just in America, but in America and around the world, are not taking the ISIS threat as seriously as they should. So I've got some practical solutions how we can deal with the ISIS problem. Okay, one, continue the airstrikes. Okay, continue and increase the airstrikes. So continue to increase the airstrikes. Okay, the airstrikes have provided the Iraqi military considerable support. The Iraqi military has been able to regain a lot of lost ground because of these airstrikes. So we need to continue them and then also increase them. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, second step is put soldiers on the ground. You can put conventional infantry soldiers on the ground as well as special operations forces. The conventional infantry forces that will be on the ground publicize what they do. Talk about the battles that they win. That way, morale is increased, and morale is increased. People can be very proud of the soldiers for taking the fight to ISIS, but at the same time, the special operations missions are kept out of the public eye. A lot of special operations soldiers, I firmly believe, want to operate secretly anyway. They believe it's the best way to get things done. Now, make sure the special operations soldiers and their families are taken care of here and abroad. Make sure they're getting paid on time. Make sure the special operations soldiers are getting paid on time. Make sure they get the benefits they deserve. Make sure all of that is in order. But keep them out of the public eye. Now, if the war comes close to an end, or if the war is almost over, then you can publicize some of their stories and to make movies, write books, anything of that nature. Okay, all right, then the third step. Okay, the third step is publicize all over TV networks and stations in the Middle East how ISIS is violating Islamic law. They're violating Islamic and Sharia law because they're torturing other Muslims. And they're really not adhering to true Islam, because true Islam teaches a Muslim is not supposed to kill or torture another Muslim. And ISIS is torturing anyone who does not adhere to their form of Islam. Okay, note that. Okay, note that. I mean, I assume everybody in the Middle East knows that. I really believe they do. But if you can heavily publicize that, you can really make it known, particularly make it known to people who are on the fence, not sure which side they would go to. Okay? All right, that's the third step. Okay, fourth step. Okay, fourth step. Okay, the fourth step, and this is very important. Okay, the fourth step. Okay, this is really close to number 3. But okay, number 4. Okay, our Middle Eastern allies, Jordan and Egypt, heavily publicize what they do when you're talking about the tortures that ISIS does. So heavily publicize the good things that the Jordanian and the Egyptian militaries are doing, saying that they're helping decrease a lot of the ISIS tortures. Put that in the media as well. Now, whatever Jordan and Egypt spec ops soldiers are doing, keep that out of the media. What their conventional forces are doing, publicize it. And then at the same time, note the brutality of ISIS and how ISIS is violating Islamic law. That way, people who are on the fence, they can see the truth. So, quick review. Continue the airstrikes. Continue to increase the airstrikes. Continue to increase the U.S. airstrikes. Get U.S. soldiers on the ground. Publicize what the conventional ground forces are doing. Don't publicize what the special forces will be doing. At least not right now. Okay, number 3. Talk about how ISIS is really violating Islamic law. Heavily publicize that. Number 4, and this is key. Okay, number 4. And number 4 is a continuation of number 3. Heavily publicize what our allies are doing, what Jordan and Egypt are doing. Heavily publicize the fight that their soldiers are taking to ISIS and how they're helping to prevent a lot of tortures. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless, and bye-bye. Bye-bye.